Hi guys, hello. Hope everyone's good. Snus says we celebrating today. We are. We definitely are. It looks like everyone's celebrating. If you've seen the pictures online. Durwood says who's ready to win the league today? We are. Man United are not. I know they skimmed I know they skimmed the lucky draw. But yeah, they are not. We all are. We're gonna win the league. We are. We only need a draw, isn't it? We only need a draw to get by. Um, so yeah, I think John Henry's arrived at Liverpool, so we can't really mess up in front of the owner. uh, oh, what's happened there? KZ the cat says, "Are you showing the match or only the watch party?" I'd love to show the match, but I'd get in trouble. So it's more of just a kind of watch along. Um, Pixels here from dungeon hunting last night against the Marauder King says, "Let's go." I love the starting soon screen. Thank you. My plan it's actually based off something you said about how I can kind of try and put all the ads at the start. So I figured let's have like a starting too soon screen and then shove the ads at the start, and then hopefully it doesn't like disturb as much as it did yesterday, kind of thing. So yeah, it was a good suggestion. Durwood says, "Hey, Fish is here as always, Mr. Fishinsky, with his top 10 hottest footballers from yesterday." So yeah, hope you're doing good, Fish. Morning, Durwood. Yeah, morning for you guys. It's mid afternoon for us. It's your boy, aka it's your Fish. Hey, Durwood. Hello. I will never swim alone. Yeah, you won't. You won't. You used to swim alone a few weeks ago, but you don't swim alone anymore. Pixel says, "Mate, I was up late. How late were you up? Because even I was up quite late. Um, when I kind of ended up falling asleep because it was like 11:30 for us. Um, but yeah, be interested to know kind of how far you kind of got in the game. Yeah, fish is here. Fish, Pixel's got a question for you. What ocean do you swim in? This is a very important question, which I'm hoping you can help us with. 2:20 a.m. Wow, that would be like 7:30 in the morning for us. Yeah, the Imperial City is so overwhelming. The sewers even more so. Yeah, I need to try cracking on with that game tomorrow. Seeing how far I can get. Oh yeah. Durwood said I was up late celebrating Barcelona winning. That was crazy, wasn't it? I wasn't watching the game originally because it was kind because it was so late, and then I figured, you know what, it's gonna go to penalties. Let's watch it. And then that player, I can't remember who it was, kind of scored a screamer from about 20 yards. And then what do you guys think of the whole Rudiger thing? Like, it's not often that I'm like disgusted by what I see on a football pitch, but what was that about? I know he's put in a little apology today that his publicist has written, but yeah, it's very rare that I'm kind of concerned about what I see on a football pitch. Some Brits were stopping in as they were waking up. I'm not surprised. If you finish 2:20 a.m., that's probably about 7:30. Yeah, probably similar time that I kind of woke up, to be honest. Just one has posted something very imaginative. I kind of just want to put it on the screen for kind of how imaginative it is, but I possibly shouldn't. Um, what did Rudiger do? Yeah, he was being like very, very aggressive on the touchline, and very like he wanted to basically attack the referee. That's what it looked like. And the Madrid staff were holding him back, and then he threw something at the referee. Like just the look in his eyes, like it wasn't. It wasn't a good sign. And he's put out an apology today. Jules Koundé, yeah, that was it, wasn't it? The guy that scored the goal at the end. Yeah, he threw a water bottle at the ref. He's a man child. Yeah, I've never seen a player look quite that aggressive. So it was definitely concerning, shall we say. Hey Snus, hello Pixel. Everton sucks, says Fish. You've got the right end of the stick there, Fish. Everton sucks. Man United sucks. They all kind of sucks. I think my match is a bit kind of. I think it's a bit behind, but never mind. Okay, so mine are just kicking off now. See if I can set this timer. Mine's skipping all over the place. Yeah, I've set it. My match keeps pausing, which is a bit annoying, but never mind. Proper Chelsea to let Barcelona win. Yeah, I'm kind of glad. I'm kind of glad that Barcelona won that in the end. The way Real Madrid have been behaving this week hasn't been great. Shall we say? With the whole kind of referee thing. It wasn't good. It wasn't good, and especially in the match as well. And it wasn't just Rudiger who threw something at the referee. I've got a feeling that Vinicius might have also thrown something at the referee. And it's yeah. You just look at Trent and say, yeah, you really are you sure you want to join that? Like, are you 100% sure that's what you want to do? So yeah, it's not great. Yeah. Hopefully that time is working now. City just scored. Oh well, never mind. I don't even know who City are playing. Let's have a look. Oh, is it the FA Cup? Is it the FA Cup? Yeah. My thing's only showing Premier League. That's this. Yeah, that's disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting, abhorrent behavior. 1 match ban for the referee. That's what. That's probably what's gonna happen. Let's be honest. Real Madrid do have a tendency to kind of get away with everything. Forest FA Cup. Okay, so this is gonna determine. I suppose this is gonna determine who Crystal Palace are gonna play. Hey Defts, I'm just trying to get your comments on the screen. But I can see on my phone. Defts is saying, "Let's go. This is it. The icing on the cake." Yeah, 100%. I think Angel won a slice of the cake, but he's not allowed. Mr. Postacoglu. Different hat every stream. Hope is the lucky hat. Yeah, I think I've got 5 or 6. I try. I try and rotate them around. But I'm running out. I'm running out of hats now. So in terms of Liverpool's lineup, then Alisson, Trent. So Trent's playing because Bradley's injured again. I mean, I do like Conor Bradley, but the guy just kind of keeps getting injured repeatedly. He'll get injured, come back for a few games, and then get injured again. And it's like, I know I've said it's probably like a growing pain thing, and his body will adjust to it. But I can't lie, I am getting a bit anxious at this point. Kanate, Van Dijk, Robertson, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, McAllister, Salah, Gakpo, and Diaz. Fair enough. So no spot for Jota, but it's good to see there. Nunes, Chiesa's on the bench, Jota's on the bench, and Endo's on the bench. In terms of Spurs, then Vicario, Spence, Danzo, Davies, Udogi, Bergval, Gray, Johnson, Madison, Tal, Solanke. Substitutes of Kinski, Romero, Van der Ven, Porro, Basuma, Sarr, Kulusevski, Odobert, and Richarlison. So Richarlison will get to see us win a Premier League. I'm sure he's going to absolutely love that. Still 0-0 at the moment, as far as I can see. Fish says no, Joshua Zirkzee. What about Joshua Zirkzee? I thought it was Hoyland that scored. Gravenberch clears it though. Ooh, boots it right up the pitch to Salah. Salah's on the left wing here. Salah crosses it in. He crosses it in perfectly to the linesman. Yeah, Spurs have very little motivation to kind of win this game, I think. The biggest game of the season is in 3 days in the Europa League. I think they're playing Bodo Glimt or something. They've got nothing to play for in the Premier League. And if they get a result here, it will make their biggest rivals in Arsenal happy. So it couldn't really be any better for us. We're also at home. But let's see what we can do. I think that's McAllister. Diaz on the left. Gakpo. Robertson. Van Dijk. McAllister. Van Dijk, long pass. Ooh, long pass to Gakpo. Keeper just catches it though. Looks like it's a corner now. McAllister's taking the corner. Sticks his left arm up, whatever that means. Keeper punches it out. Smacked back in but to Szoboszlai. Ooh, who's that? Overhead kick by Gakpo, I think. Just went slightly wide. Not a bad effort, to be honest. Far from a bad effort. Okay, perhaps that was a bit wider than I first thought. Corner to Spurs. Oh my God, Spurs have scored. And don't tell me it's Solanke. Don't tell me it's Solanke, aka the former player. It is Solanke, aka the former player. But you know what? It wouldn't be a Liverpool game if we didn't go behind. And even my watch is beeping to tell me Liverpool have gone back. So yeah, let me just update. I think Durwood has, what's the word? Signified how we all feel here. It's the most Liverpool thing ever, though, isn't it? To go behind. I will update the score. Indeed, I was going to call you Solanke there, Fish, but yes, indeed, Fish. It had to be our ex-player. Of all the players to score against us, it had to be our ex-player. I won't lie, I did have like a slight concern in the back of my head to say, are we going to do the whole kind of cocky thing that we did against PSG? You know, where we think we're going to go through and then we don't. But not overly concerned. But let me update this score. Oh, God. All right, well, 1-0 to the Spurs then. Goes to Salah, goes to Diaz. Just a bit too high for Diaz, unfortunately. Back to Alisson now. So, no clean sheet, unfortunately, but not the end of the world. you don't have to update the score yet. It's I'd rather pretend it was still 0-0. That's a bit more comforting. But it's okay. We're still at home. We've had 4 shots. That's a bit confusing. It says they've had 0 shots but 1 on target. How does that make sense? But anyway, ball's gone to McAllister. McAllister to Diaz. Diaz kind of swiveling and doing his little rotating thing on the ball. Unfortunate. Fish says, I ate paper thanks to Dominic. Well, the obvious question there is, number 1, who is Dominic? And number 2, wouldn't paper like dissolve in water, like before you can get to it? That's what I don't understand. I mean, the paper would surely kind of, evaporate into smithereens by the time it reaches you, Fish. So that's what I'm wondering. Harry's here, aka Darth Vader with an electric guitar. Hey Harry, good, thank you. How are you? How was your time in Wales? Was it a nice break? Long ball by Spurs and just caught by Alisson, thankfully. Harry says, I'm all right, thanks. Yeah, it was a nice break. Good to hear. We all kind of need a break now and again. Super important. Fish says, I'm in school now. See, I would think that you're not being completely honest, Fish. But if I recall, you did say, ooh, it's Diaz. I think it's Luis Diaz. I think Pixel will be happy because Diaz has scored, but it might be offside. Diaz doesn't look too happy. We might, yeah. Diaz is doing this. No offside. They're showing the replay now. Went out wide to Salah. Gone to Sabah. That's onside to me. That looks onside to me. Don't know about you guys. I think that's onside. I think that's onside nor offside. I think the contention is over Sabozlai, but that to me, guys, looked pretty onside. Yeah, Fish, you're saying you're in school, but to be fair, I remember last Sunday you said the same thing, so I think you actually might be in school. Yeah, we don't want to distract you too much then. Durwood says they better make the Lions. Oh, they better. Oh, they better. We best not have a repeat of last year where they refused to draw the Lions and then they come out with a little apology 2 days later. Oh yes, sorry, it was offside and we omitted to draw the lines. No nonsense like that, please. Goal given. We can increment the scores, guys. We can increment the scores. Let's have a look. I've changed this to champions on the score thing, because that's the level of confidence. Harry says, I think Fish means he is swimming with friends or a group. Could you confirm, Fish? Could you confirm whether you are swimming with friends or a group? Derwood says, yes. Yeah, there'll be lots of Colombian national anthem sung today. We also need to prepare the Egyptian national anthem and the Dutch national anthem just in case. Solanke, you son of a Stranger Things season 4. I've never seen Stranger Things. I don't know if I'm missing out. Everyone always goes on about Stranger Things, but I feel like might be missing out. Spurs attacking again though. Thankfully nothing happens. Van Dijk. Fish says, Solanke made me slap my friend named Robbie Machinsky. Why did Solanke make you slap your friend? And what did Robbie do to deserve a slap? That I don't quite understand. Solanke is hot according to my son, but not according to you, Fish, because you didn't put him on your top 10 list yesterday. Ooh, Gakpo! Is that a goal? Gakpo doesn't seem to be celebrating though. Yeah, this lineman loves his flag, doesn't he? Every little opportunity he sticks that damn flag up. Okay, granted, Salah was offside there. But even then. Pixel with the 5 Luis Diaz's. Does that mean he's gonna score 5 goals today? Let's hope so. I would hope so. Pixel is hoping, and we are all hoping. Would take 5. Heck, would take 3. Goal kick by Spurs then. But the ball just kind of drifts out. Bergvall is, what is that fish? Is that like a barbecue or a robot or something? Kenny Dalglish in the stands there, looking very happy. Gakpo up against the defender there. Mr. Jed Spence. Gakpo's look lively. He's looked pretty good so far. If Solanke scores, I'm going to eat fish and Mikel Arteta. We've told you about this fish. You can't eat fish if you're a fish. I don't know if you're breaking some kind of fish rule there. Fish cannibalism. We don't approve of that. What was your opinion on Madrid versus Barcelona last night? It was crazy. I didn't see the whole game because I was super tired yesterday, and then I figured, you know what? Let's tune in for the last 10 minutes because it's probably going to go to penalties because it was a draw. And then I think Koundé scored that amazing goal and we were like, okay, no draw. But their behavior on the touchline was insane. Like I very rarely get concerned at a football match. But what had gotten into Rudiger? I thought Rudiger was going to, genuinely attack the referee. The member of Madrid staff had to kind of hold Rudiger back. It was that bad. And then like Vinicius was running onto the pitch and Vinicius was throwing things and Rudiger was throwing things. It was just awful. It's just kind of disgusting. Like I don't see like any other club really kind of behave like that. And yeah, I see Rudiger's put out some sort of kind of PR statement today to say, oh yes, I'm very oh my god, what a goal that was. Sanusi's favourite player just smacked it in out of nowhere. I get to increment the champs score again. Am I ahead today? I think I'm slightly ahead today. I might be. Normally everyone tells me go 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 go, and then I have to pretend that I haven't seen it. Just gonna see the replay to that. But yeah, Harry, it was I thought it was pretty disgusting, to be honest. McAllister on the left foot as well. Crazy goal. But yeah, what was your opinion, Harry? I overall I just kind of felt very uncomfortable. Durwood says, I'm getting hungry. Fish better watch out. Durwood the pescatarian. And we learnt yesterday, pescatarians do eat do eat fish, don't eat meat. So that's why you need to watch out, fish. The liver mania says that should get a long penalty for Rudiger. Referees need to be protected. Yeah, it was really bad. It was really, really bad. I don't mind people saying things because I think words are ultimately just words. But it was getting to the point where he looked like he was gonna rip the referee's head off, and also like literally throwing things at the referee. And everyone's only talking about Rudiger. I swear Vinicius threw something at the referee as well. It's like that whole club needs some sort of attitude adjustment. So yeah, enjoy that, Trent. I'm sure you'll have a great time. Durwood says yes, 2-1 up. We can't be losing this now. The Libermania says about 18 seconds. Okay, I'm about 18 seconds ahead. Normally I'm behind with the we normally get a backwards feed here. But thankfully I'm not behind today. Hey Charlie, they scored 2-1. Yeah, I've updated that. Hopefully that's coming up, Charlie. Um, checking my phone. Yeah, we should be good. Yeah, I am ahead. I get like I get like a third world stream here in the UK. You guys in America get get it, normally get it like better than I do, even though it's literally just down the road from me. But that's the way things work apparently. Harry says I enjoyed it, but why did Rudiger do that? He looked, yeah, yeah. He looked very just the look in his eyes. The look in his eyes is a bit scary. Um, and yeah, I hope he gets kind of some kind of lengthy ban, but that club seems to be above the law. Crossed in, saved by Allison. That club seems to kind of be above the law. So at at best, we can perhaps expect a one-match ban for Rudiger. At worst, probably a one-match ban for the referee, because that's how they work. Okay, Fish, I'm going to try and understand what you're saying here. No Kulusevski search. Can you do it for me? And I will never be able to get that for you to flash your name. Me, 7 London clubs in the Prem. Yeah. I'm not too sure what you're saying, Fish. I remember your quiz yesterday where you asked us to name 7 London clubs, and I only got 4. And I think Snus, Pixel, and Durwood filled in the other 3. So that might be what you're referring to. Pixel says, "Lol, Peacock is so far behind." Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying this newfound power. Normally the chat is like 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, and I'm like, guys, we don't even have the ball. What are you talking about 1-0? And then a minute later, I'm like, oh, okay, we're attacking now. Is this what they're referring to? But yeah, I'm enjoying the newfound power just for today, I think. Fish lives in fishland, you do. But how can you live in a land, Fish? Because you live in water. You know what I mean? So you wouldn't be fishland. It is behind. It usually never is. Well. The tables have turned. The tables have turned. I get to say goal, and everyone's like, "What goal? Is that a goal? I didn't know there was a goal." That's normally what I'm doing in my head. I'm thinking, "What goal? What goal? James Maddison has the ball. How? What? Why is everyone so happy?" So yeah, I won't. I'll try my best not to abuse the powers. Free kick now. Free kick to McAllister. I bought a new water bottle yesterday, and this is the first time I'm drinking from it. It tastes like washing up liquid. I don't think I rinsed it out properly. I rinsed it out like 5 times. So at half time, I'm gonna have to sort this out because this tastes like lemon, and it smells like lemon. Free kick goes over. Fish says search school lunches. What about school lunches specifically? I'm ahead by doctors. 5 seconds, I mean. To be fair, I think you might be ahead by a bit more. My time is wrong. let me let me uh let me fix that. Yeah, I think you might be a bit more ahead, Harry. So I think I won't spoil it for Harry because he's ahead of me. But yeah, the guys watching on Peacock are a bit behind. Your phone lagged and turned 5 seconds into doctors. That's your phone has a mind of its own. Derwood says, no, please, let me know. I have to have my granddaughter cover her ears so I can cheer because she said I'm too loud. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll try. I'll try and let you know in a without celebrating too much. Perhaps that's a good halfway house. Corner though to Liverpool. Fish singing the Arne Slot song there. The Libermania is 20 seconds behind with Sky Germany. Oh, nice. Whereabouts in Germany are you from, Libermania? Normally, I'm significantly further behind everyone else, but enjoying this newfound power. Maybe I'll speak in double negatives to not spoil anything. So it's not a corner to McAllister. You know what I mean? It's not a corner. Okay. That way I'm not spoiling it. So McAllister's not putting the ball down. McAllister does not take the corner. Spurs do not clear it. Gakpo does not score. Like what are the chances? What are the chances of that happening? Me trying to be all ironic, saying I'm gonna use double negatives so that I don't give anything away, and we score from that exact. we score from that exact corner. Updating the score, guys. Champions 3, Tottenham 1. Fish says Javi. Fish is still on drugs. Harry says goal. Derwood says yes. Yeah, I think it's done, guys. I think it's done now. I think it's done. We can all go home. Like we're not yeah, we're not losing this now. 3-1. Yeah, 3-1. 3-1. Nicely nice bit of space created by Gakpo there, to be fair. I don't know what that means, Fish, but I can Google it maybe. Pixel says that's my fault. I took him out of my FPL team. That is, yeah, I think that could be your fault. Libermania says Northern. Nice. Now Harry's doing the negatives now. So Liverpool are not winning. Yeah, Liverpool are not winning. Cause see, we don't want to spoil it for anyone. Snus says Gakpo. Yeah, Gakpo turning up, man. So who have we had? We've had Diaz, we have McAllister, we have Gakpo. Nice. Fish says Gerard Deulofeu. Fish is just naming random players now. You did name Xavi earlier. I need 2 assists from Mo Salah now. Yeah, we need to get him. We need to get him up the assist table. Is it only 2 that he needs to take over to get the record now? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? So Bosley fouls the player, but we don't care about that. Spurs try and assist, but they just end up kicking it straight out. That's Spurs in a nutshell. Why could Alan Hansen's in the crowd. He's looking a lot better. Wasn't he like in hospital? He's looking a lot better now. Looking a lot healthier. Ian Rush in the crowd, and I presume that's his wife, who looks about half his age. Not even half his age, to be fair. Fish says, my German friend named Brad is going to kill me. He's a big Spurs fan. Brad is an interesting German name. And why would he kill you? You've done nothing wrong. It's not your fault. 2 for 20 and 3. Okay. So 2 for 20 and 3 to take over. Fair enough. Fish says, look up Endo. Yeah, I'm aware of Endo. I'm very, very happy that Endo might be winning a Premier League today. Harry asks, what do we think of Tottenham? Tottenham are the most, if I'm to phrase things positively, Tottenham are the most entertaining team in the league. 100%. They'll score a lot and they'll concede a lot. So Tottenham are the most entertaining team in the league. From their perspective, it's probably not the best season. I think they're like 16th or something. But yeah, as a neutral, it's fun to watch Tottenham because they're entertaining. Ooh, Diaz is through. Nothing happened. Pixel says Chiesa no medal. Yeah. Sunus says Chiesa will get his medal. Yeah, hopefully. I don't know what the rules are. Is it the whole you've got to play 5 games? You've got to play in 5 games. Because I've heard that you have to play like in 5 games to get a medal. But I've also heard that they get an allocation of medals and then they can allocate those out to whoever they want. Be interested to know what the correct ruling is there. Tay219 says we're really about to do it. Yeah, I think it's safe to start believing now. So I've updated I've removed Liverpool from the score and I've put champions. So if we fluff this off, it ain't gonna be good. But I don't think we'll fluff it up at this point. The German commentator just said that he is playfully disappointed that Salah has no scorer yet. Yeah, I think Salah will get something. Spurs and Ange love their high line, mate. High line, mate. Get up the pitch, mate. So yeah, we should. I think this is the game where Salah can add to his tally. Hopefully. I have no idea about that fish, and it's especially odd when you're a fish. But you don't need to take a shower because you're underwater. So how does that work as well? Interesting. Pixel says a bit of both, but those allocations include the staff. Right, okay. Interesting. So I guess it's like if you start 5 games, you're guaranteed a medal. But then on top of that, the club also gets an allocation that they can allocate out as they wish. Snus says it's guaranteed he's getting his medal. I don't know what the rules are, to be honest. I think it would make sense what kind of what we've kind of seen in terms of you have to do 5 and then you get an allocation. But I don't know. I've Googled this before and like you get different answers. But whatever happens, I hope he gets one. Like I hope either he plays enough games to get a medal or the club give him one. But to be honest, if we win it today, then just play him in the latter games. Unless there's some sort of clause with Juventus, like the whole if you play him for this many games, then you got to pay an extra 5 million. I hope there's nothing like that going on. Fish says Bergwall is injured. Yes, is he? Fish with the sleigh nails. You don't have nails, Fish. So what's the What's the nails about? You don't have fingers. Spurs trying to build up now. Let's see what they can do. Hopefully not much. Fish says, my mom is the only one ingredient chocolate cake. Do you just put like random words together, Fish, and then form a sentence? Because that's what it feels like sometimes. Crossed in by Spurs, cleared by Konate. Spurs player's gone down like he's been shot, but it looked like it's Matthias Tell. Matthias Tell of Bayern Munich fame has gone down there. Sometimes you just need to see these things again because they happen so quickly. I don't know if that's a penalty, to be fair. Perhaps it was a bit rash by Konate, but it looked to me like he got the ball. Fish asks, have you looked up Jack the Meme Lover? No, I remember you mentioned this yesterday. But no. Hopefully, I'll try and do it when I get some time this week. All right, Liverpool building up again. Crossed in by Robertson. Was that Robertson who just completely missed the ball? Ooh, McAllister comes in, makes a nice tackle. McAllister playing out of his skin here. He's a member of AFTV. No idea. I'll have to look him up. Pixel says, I have a bit of a rude question. Oh, those are the best kind of questions. How did Nevo get that coin slot in between his eyebrows? And it's funny because I know exactly what you're talking about, and I think I might have also called it a coin slot in the past. I don't know, to be honest. Maybe like his gigantic nose is putting like so much pressure on this area that it's just caving in. You know what I mean? Because it is directly above that. I'm probably not one to talk, but even then, that's my thinking. Oh, what's he doing there? He's not allowed. Why is he there? He should be banned from the stadium. You don't get to celebrate, Michael. You can go celebrate with Man United, who just about got a draw. Just about got a draw last minute with Bournemouth. Owen is gonna go there to buddy up with Trent again. Yeah, possibly. Man, McAllister's like proper into this game. Proper like screaming, proper like up for it. Like I was worried we'd be a bit overconfident and a bit lazy here. But McAllister's proper into it, which is good, which is fantastic. Which is what we love to see. Spurs though, Matthias Tal not being closed down. Someone close him down. I don't know what Trent was doing there. Thinking about Madrid. What the Celtic is here, fresh from his Van Dijk edit he made, which is very good. Saying, "Hi, I forgot to join last time. That's okay. That's all right. You're here now, which is the important thing." I thought you said Bergwall was injured, Fish. I just saw him on the pitch. Cleared. Kanate now standing over the ball. Good old Ibu. What the Celtic says, and I made a Nunes edit with 7,500 views. Well, I need to check that out then. Definitely need to go have a look at that. No la police. Are the police coming after you, Fish? Is that because you said you wanted to eat fish, but you are a fish, and so I can understand why the fish police would not approve of that. Half time, guys. Half time. 3-1. Not bad. Actually, no, not bad. Not bad's putting it a bit lightly. We need to concede 4 goals, right? No, we need to concede 3 goals, not to win the league here. So I'm pretty confident. Shall we say? And I'd like to think everyone's pretty confident as well. What the Celtics said, save Fish. Yes, save. Fish is a bit of an oddball. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go wash my water bottle. This is a brand new water bottle. I washed it yesterday. I've taken 1 drink of it, and it tastes like washing up liquid. Even though I rinsed it out like 4 times. So I've really wanted to take a drink this entire first half, but I don't like lemon flavored water. So let me just put the timer back, and then I'm gonna grab a drink. I'll put the little stream starting soon thing on. What I mean, I need to create one that says like "be right back" or something. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Yeah. Cool. All right, be back in a few minutes. Just gonna wash my water bottle. Carcour432 says, give me a shout out and I'll donate $100. You don't need to donate anything. I'll give you a shout out anyway. I need to also give shout out to Pixel because Pixel always gives me shout outs, but I don't know how to do it. Is there a button that I press, or is it like, you know what I mean? Maybe I can Google it. No worries. It was on my list to try and figure out how to do it. I always thought there was a button, but I've just Googled it now and it says I had to type the command. But yeah, no problem. What the Celtics says I got to go. No worries. Take care. I'll try watching your Nunes edit later. But yeah, hope you have a nice weekend. Yeah, McAllister getting a lot of praise online and deservedly so, shall we say? Yeah, I'll give you a shout out at Carco, but I don't need any money for it. You know what I mean? So if you're happy to take one for free, I'll give you one for free. Yeah, they're worth their weight in gold, literally. I can't even remember where I got up to. Found Martin, and then I think I was just playing around with some side quests. I think I got a really good spell because I've noticed there's the magic that you can throw, but there's also the magic that where you have to close the distance and touch them, and that magic's a lot more powerful. Obviously, you don't have the distance, but I've got some sort of like ice spell which does 23 damage. Um, yeah, that's my go-to at the moment. But yeah, hoping to give that another go tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Gary Neville states that Liverpool is now the biggest club in England. Unfortunately, the debate is over. After today, Liverpool is the most successful English club. You're damn right, Gary. So Liverpool have had 9 shots, Spurs have had 4. Second half about to start. Man, the area around Anfield is absolutely packed. The area around Anfield is a bit odd in the sense that it's a lot of kind of standard housing, kind of old wartime housing, and then there's a multi-million-pound stadium just plonked in the middle. Yeah, so those people that live nearby, they're not getting any sleep tonight. Flexi says, "What an atmosphere! Just pure joy. Would love for Salah to get a couple, but honestly, today is all about the team and the club. Seeing all the legends back, minus Michael Owen, it's just special. P.S. I don't think we're gonna get the chance to play any good teams above us. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't have it all, I guess. We can't have our cake and eat it." Kulusevski's warming up. I can't even remember if the bloke was playing or not, but hey ho. Liverpool coming back out. Libermania with quite a good money making scheme. Rent your house for today and a lot of money. Yeah, you would get a lot of money. The only concern I'd have is drunk football fans absolutely trashing it. But if they're well behaved, then yeah, it's could be quite the good money making scheme there. Because even hotel prices, I bet, would have shot right up today. So yeah, that would be quite a good idea. Goku says McAllister is such an amazing player, always shows up when needed. Yeah, like for a game that's kind of pretty much won, he's still kind of giving it not even 100%, but giving it like 200%. And it's like fair play, man. Fair play, Alexis. You got a different mentality about you. Oh my god, second half has started. Let's set the timer. It really annoys me that when they kick off, they don't show the timer. They then show it like 15 seconds later, and then I have to line it up. Ange's not looking happy, mate. Oh, God. Sanosa says, I think McAllister is the closest midfielder to Gerrard ever. McAllister he got everything. He can play 6, he can play 8, he can play 10. That's a good point. He's very well rounded, isn't he? He can do it all. Good tackler, very good defensively, very good technical midfielder. Perhaps doesn't have the physical gifts that Gerrard had, But again, he can't really do anything about that. He can't suddenly make himself taller. But he's still quite strong. He's still kind of deceptively strong. And yeah, good. Got quite a good shot on him as well. Scored quite a few nice goals this season. Scored a nice goal today. 35 million seemed like a 35 million seemed like a steal at the time, and now it seems like bank robbery. Let's be honest. Pretty insane. I think you could definitely make the argument as well that he's the most important midfielder. The long shots, he gives you moments. Yep. Memorable moments, memorable contributions, memorable goals, memorable passes, memorable tackles, world class shots. Yeah. And if anything, I feel like his shooting's even getting a bit better now. I know he scored that wonder goal last season from about 40 yards out, but I feel like I feel like his shooting might be getting even better now. He got the intelligence that pays for it. Yeah, that's. I think that's another point. Intelligence is sometimes quite hard to quantify, and intelligence is something that we don't always see on a stat sheet. But yeah, very intelligent player. We are very lucky to have him. He got the intelligence. Yeah, he got the intelligence. So that makes up for the physicality. For some reason, I cannot spell that. That's okay. That's okay. I get the point that you're making. It's basically saying that his kind of intelligence and his acumen makes up for the fact that he's perhaps not the tallest. But no, I hear you. You're right. Robertson through there. I was going to say speaking of intelligence, but I couldn't because it was Robertson. Kicks it against Jed Spence. Throw in now. Ball goes to Gravenberch. Van Dijk. McAllister. Gakpo. Gakpo does his little cut inside. Passes it to McAllister. McAllister's running past. Ooh, that should be a goal. Oh, why did he pass it? Why did he pass it? For God's sake. I think he was trying to tee Salah up. But they did all the hard work. They did all the hard work. Good play by Gakpo. Even better play by McAllister. McAllister's on fire for an amazing pass to Gakpo. Why didn't he shoot? Oh, God. You know when you do all the hard bits and then you just don't take the shot? It is what it is. Doesn't I mean perhaps it doesn't make a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but still frustrating to see. City scores again, says Durwood. Does that mean they're 2-0 up now against Forest? It looks like it's going to be a City versus Palace final then by the looks of it. I'm sure we will all have our Crystal Palace shirts at the ready for that day. What happened? I'm 2 seconds ahead. Wanted to assist Salah. That's what I thought as well. But when you see the replay, it kind of went to Diaz. But I presume he wanted to assist Salah, yeah, because normally Salah's in that position. Basically, Gakpo beat multiple players, and then McAllister also beat multiple players and did a perfect through ball. Gakpo 1-on-1 with the keeper. Easy finish, but passed it sideways. And in passing it sideways, it just rolled out. I think even the players were expecting him to shoot there. But it is what it is. We move on now. Robertson, Gakpo. Yeah, I think Gakpo might be being a bit too hard on himself now, but it's okay. Still 3-1 up. Still need Spurs to score 3 goals. I don't see that happening. McAllister taking another corner. It's interesting that McAllister's on the corners even when Trent's available. Takes a short corner. Goes to Sabazlai. Headed out. Libermania says a bit of a weird angle for a shot. Yeah, it perhaps was a bit strange. I guess the kind of pushback was that he was kind of very close to the keeper. So if he just kicked it hard, it probably would have gone in. But yeah, I do think perhaps he was being selfless and he just wanted to be kind to Salah, I think. McAllister with a corner now. Crossed in. Kanate thought he was going to score, but he just kind of missed the ball. McAllister again. McAllister's 10 out of 10 performance. Good shot, but it just goes wide. I think even the other players are loving this McAllister performance. It's that good. Another corner now for McAllister. Whips it in. Ooh, saved by the keeper. Sunus says McAllister man of the match. He's playing like a man possessed today. Like, normally he plays well, and he's played very well all season, but today especially, this might be one of his best performances I recall. And that's a huge compliment because every game he plays very, very well. But this game in particular, I don't know what he had for breakfast, but I wanna have some of that. Salah wants it too now. Yeah, this would be a good opportunity for Salah to add to the tally a little bit. Spurs, a very entertaining team, a very aggressive team, but defensively pretty hopeless. Poor pass by the keeper, intercepted. Come on, Salah. Again, Salah played it to Sabazlai. Even Salah's being a bit generous now. McAllister always plays 8 out of 10. This is defo 9.5 out of 10. Yeah, 100%. It's verging on even 10 out of 10. Like if he gets one more goal or one more assist or something, probably even 10 out of 10. But yeah, he's playing like a man possessed. His energy levels are, and again, look, he's on the ball again. Poor pass by Gakpo, it goes out. Fish says Hansi Flick is mine. Hansi Flick is your what, Fish? Is he your top 10 hottest manager or your manager of the match for yesterday perhaps? Spurs doing their little play out the back routine. Goes back to Alisson though. Goes to Robertson. Robertson to Gravenberch. Ooh, Gravenberch, nice turn. Plays it to Szoboszlai. Plays it to Salah. Salah cuts inside, takes a shot. Ooh, just goes wide. Just goes wide. Yeah, Salah really wants something out of this game, I think. Robertson taking a corner now. Going to be an in-swinger. Crosses it in. Konate misses it. McAllister again. McAllister's possessed. Whacks it in. Goes to Salah. Goes back to Trent. Trent cut inside on the left. Asking for a penalty. Salah also goes down. Maybe that's a penalty. Potentially 2 penalty shouts. I mean, there was potentially 2 penalty shouts there. So Trent cut inside. I don't think that's a penalty. I think it hit the elbow. And to be fair, I'm not convinced either of those are a penalty. They're just showing a very nice for McAllister's shot. Yeah, the thing is, like, the ball hit over here. And to me, that's not a penalty because the player can't get rid of his arm. His arm was near his side. It wasn't stretched out, so not a penalty for me. Fish says, "Sir, I'm doing PE with Miss Hutchinson. We'll say hello to Miss Hutchinson." Mark Andre ter Stegen. You're just saying random players now. Imagine 2 pens for 2 people going down here. Yeah. And if you add the McAllister claim as well, then because McAllister's claiming the player handballed it, so that should be 3. Take the first one, then take the second one, and then take the third one. Top 5 London clubs in Premier League. Let's see if I can remember from yesterday. What did we say? Crystal Palace, Fulham, Spurs, Chelsea, Arsenal. There you go. I got 5. And we said our Brentford, potentially they could be one. Cleared by Vicario there. Sonny's back. Hello, Sonny. Hope you're good. Barcelona won. The treble is still on. Yeah, it is. It was a good win. Good win for Barcelona. I feel like all the neutrals were supporting Barcelona yesterday. Kind of given how Real Madrid were behaving. And with that Rudiger incident as well, which was insane. He's apologized now, but it feels like a kind of PR type of apology. What can you say? Salah's through here. Poor pass. Intercepted. Ball goes to Gakpo. Gakpo to Gravenberch. Gravenberch takes a shot. Ooh, good shot, but saved by Vicario. Fish says, blue is the colour, football is the game. Well, you're right about that. In this particular game, the ball is white. I don't know if it's got any blue on it. Oh, it does have a bit of blue on it, to be fair. So perhaps you're being a bit cryptic there, Fish. Cleared by Vicario. Ah, I got a delivery. Sorry, 1 second. Soz. Oh, and as soon as I get a delivery, then Salah scores. The delivery guy was trying to shove this through my damn door. Just my luck. Just my luck, isn't it? As soon as I come back, I'm like, "Hi guys, I'm back," and then I see Salah celebrating. I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy he scored, but the timing could have been better. Salah stealing someone's phone there. Salah committing a theft on the pitch. Oh, he's returned it. We're good. Wow, this is going to be a battering, isn't it? We did say this would be the game for Salah, and Snus has said there, Salah. Oh, I'm seeing the replay now. Again, intercepted by McAllister. Are we upgrading McAllister to a 10 out of 10 yet? McAllister won the ball back. Szoboszlai to Salah. Salah does his cut inside. Goes for near post. That must be so difficult for a goalkeeper, because you must be thinking that he's going to shoot for the far post. King Salah indeed. Fish says, my uncle support. Fish, are you still on drugs? Are you still intoxicated? We got Joe in the chat. Joe says, you never walk alone. You never walk alone, Joe. This looks like this is going to be a battering for the Spurs. It's so much of a battering that I haven't updated the score yet. 4-1. Snus says 100%. 10 out of 10. So we've upgraded McAllister to a 10 out of 10 now. Because he did win the ball back for that goal. He's been immense today, man. He has been immense. Sonny says, where are Everton now? Aren't they supposed to be your rivals? When did they last win a trophy? I think 1995, you know. I don't have anything in this room that is that old. Like this house was made in 2010, so I can't count that. There's literally nothing in this room that's that old. So that's I'm just looking around, but yeah, nothing. Selfie with the fans. Yeah, I thought he was gonna steal a phone there, but he gave it back. Joe says, I predicted 4-1, but it could be more here. It definitely could. I think that's the thing with Spurs. Oh, fucking hell. Gakpo's through here. I don't know why I'm swearing so much today. Salah, Szoboszlai. Bro smacked it straight at the keeper. But that's the thing with Spurs. They seem to kind of only have one way of playing, so it's like they might score a lot, but you'll also get lots of chances against them because they're so kind of high up the pitch. I predicted a 3-0. You predicted a 4-1, Joe. So you're accurate at the moment. But we both predicted that we'd win by 3 goals. So that's probably a commonality there. But yeah, let's bring on more goals. Let's bring on more goals. So Bosley with 2 assists. Nice, nice. That should get him up the assist rankings as well. And again, like Van Dijk's taking shots now from like 40 yards out. We're kind of taking the mick out of them, to be honest. Sonny asks, how many rivals do Liverpool have? The 2 biggest ones are probably Everton, who are the local rival, and Man United, who you could also say our local rival because they're also in the northwest. I'd say that they're the 2 biggest rivals. Some would also class perhaps Chelsea as a rival because we had a lot of games against them in this shirt in the early 2000s. Some would perhaps also class Man City as a rival because of the whole Klopp and Pep thing. But for me personally, it's only really Everton and Man United, to be honest with you. Joe says, yeah, big Virgil, yeah. even Virgil's taking shots from 40 yards out now. So I think everyone wants to get a goal, probably, for, this is going to be like a memorable day. I think everyone probably just wants to get a goal. Gakpo's off now. Curtis Jones is coming on. Oh, Szoboszlai's off as well. Jota's coming on. It'd be nice to see Jota getting a goal. Yeah, I would have taken like a small win here, but like if we can like really, what's the word? Really signify this win, signify the title with a big win, that'd be perfect. Perfect end to the weekend. Spurs now. Spurs trying their best. Spurs bringing the ball out. Spurs lose the ball so easily. Trent gets the ball back. Goes to Curtis Jones. Goes to Robertson. Goes to Trent. Goes to Jota. Ooh. Goes to Trent. Smack it in. Goes to Salah. Is that a goal? Don't tell me the effing ref has put his flag up again, because I didn't see anything like that. Salah was like, oh god, but I think it's because it counted as an own goal. Like we scored, but Salah was like, oh. And I think why does he look dejected? I think perhaps it was an own goal. Durwood said, yes, yeah, we're battering these guys. This is embarrassing for Spurs. So yeah, Trent got the ball. Went to Jota. Jota took a shot. Everyone's taking shots, man. Salah might have been offside, but we don't care. No, he was on. He was on. Snus says most likely own goal. I think you're right. They're just replaying it now. Yeah, it 100% came off the Spurs player's foot there. That's why Salah's like, oh. Was it Adogi? Adogi, is it? Yeah. It is what it is. Even Adogi seems quite bemused about the whole situation. It's an own goal. Okay, fair enough. Thanks for the confirmation there. Yeah, I think everyone just wants to go, and this is why I think the whole argument about it being a weak league is just absolute nonsense. This Spurs team who we're battering, they're in the semi-final of the Europa League, and they'll probably get through to the final. It's like the worst of the worst in the Premier League is getting to Europa League semi-finals. Sunny asks, with this Premier League, how many Premier Leagues will Van Dijk have, and where does he stand in the ranking of Terry, Vidic, Rio, Sol Campbell for best defender of the Premier League. Well, with this one, he'd have two. So there was the one. There was the one in 1920, and and there's the one now. In terms of where he ranks versus the others, that's probably a deeper it's probably a deeper conversation. Like for me, he's the best defender that we've ever had in the Premier League. But when you say where does he rank, some other people might rank, say, titles above that. Even though titles are like more of a team metric, you know what I mean? But if you were to say to me, look, you've got 11 players, you need to pick a centre back, and if you don't pick a centre back, the world's gonna. If you don't win this football match, the world's gonna end. I'd always put Van Dijk in that spot. You know what I mean? So in terms of like individual ability, in terms of like a safe pair of, I was gonna say a safe pair of hands, but in terms of a safe pair of legs, I'd always put Van Dijk there. So in terms of individual ability, for me, he's better than all of them. I think he's leagues ahead of certain players there. Leagues ahead of kind of Terry, leagues ahead of kind of Vidic and so forth. Um, Rio Rio Ferdinand in some ways feels like an earlier incarnation of Van Dijk, but Van Dijk's like the new and improved version. Like Rio Ferdinand's like an iPhone 5, and like Van Dijk's like an iPhone 14. So they're similar, but Van Dijk's the new version, stronger, better, faster. Fish says thanks Adogi, yeah, thanks Adogi for adding to the for adding to their own misery. Have Spurs fans started to leave yet? Asked Derwood. To be honest, I can't see any Spurs fans there. even like in the away end, all I see is like red shirts. So I think Liverpool fans have gotten a hold of the away tickets as well. To be honest with you, yeah, I agree with you there, Joe. Joe's saying that Van Dijk's better than the lot. Yeah, for me, 100% better than the lot. If we were picking 11 players and I had to put someone in the left centre back slot, Van Dijk every time. That's a good point there, Derwood. Change the score. And our cactus and a tree on TikTok also says change the score. Thanks for the reminder, guys. Champions 5, Tottenham 1. Snus says 6-3 away at Spurs hotline and 5-1 at home. Dang. Is that like 11 goals then? We'll put past this team. High line, mate. High line, mate. We'll concede fucking 11 goals, mate, but get up the pitch, mate. Getting sacked at the end of the season, mate. Again, we're just attacking. Trent with a pass. Pass to Salah. Salah's getting annoyed every time he doesn't score, but like he's laughing about it, which which makes me think this game has descended into a bit of a joke for the players. They're all just kind of having fun out there. Is that a Google Pixel that Salah was taking the picture on? I don't know if that's like deliberate product placement. You know what I mean? And that wasn't a fan. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just being conspiratorial. But Trent's coming off. I wonder who's coming on because we don't have natural right back on the pitch. Harvey Elliott's coming on. Good to see Harvey. Wataru Endo's coming on. Everyone loves Endo. Diaz is coming off. Oh, Endo immediately kind of getting into them. Sonny asks, what was the feeling of not winning anything for a long time for such a huge team? And how did the fans react to that? Trying to kind of cast my mind back. Oh, there's lots of balloons on the pitch now for some reason. I hope the fans like don't storm the pitch later, because you know. But let's see. Yeah, what was the reaction? I mean, it wasn't great. We did have like a few cups here and there um to kind of make things better. So even though we didn't win the league for 30 years, we did win a UEFA Cup. We did win a few FA Cups. We did win the Champions League in 2005. We did have like a couple of finals here and there. So there was the final in 2007. So there were moments to kind of make us feel a bit better, if you know what I mean. So it wasn't awful. It wasn't like an Everton situation where we won absolutely nothing for God knows how long. You know what I mean? So, but the thing was always in the back of our heads: oh, we need to win the league. We need to win the league. That's why I think when we finally won the league in 2019, it was a weight off our shoulders. I don't know if I've explained that very terribly. I think I might have done, but yeah, I'd sum it up by saying it wasn't ideal, but winning the Champions League certainly helped. Bit of support for Harvey Elliott there from Durwood. I do like Harvey Elliott as well. I hope he stays. I know I mean I know the manager doesn't particularly fancy him, but I do like him. Snus says Endo and Harvey coming on. Yeah, some good some good minutes for them. Hopefully now that the league is won, because I don't see Spurs scoring 5 goals in 10 minutes. Hopefully now that the league is won, we might see Endo getting a bit more time. Hopefully. Because that's something Man United fans are feeling now. That their golden period is gone and they're praying for it. Yeah. I was gonna make that comparison, but I thought I was blabbing on for a bit too long. But yeah, my initial response was gonna be perhaps we should get Man United's perspective. But yeah, their kind of successful period has gone, and things are not looking particularly on the up either. They're like 17th. They just about kind of skimmed the draw today. Football works in cycles. It's our cycle now, so let's enjoy it. The fans stormed the pitch when Wrexham won and got promoted to the Championship. Yeah, see, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds were very happy about that. Yeah, there's a lot of disturbances on the pitch right now, like balloons coming onto the pitch and players players bursting the balloon so that they can play, and then more balloons are coming on. Right now, even there's a balloon next to Konate's foot. It's not great. Snus, your message, it says auto mod. Hold the message for reason bullying. I'll click allow because I want to show it. It wasn't me. It was, and it says football live streams has added the permitted term MFers. That was the auto mod that blocked it. It wasn't me, but I've permitted it in there. Yeah. Caicedo and Lavia can clap for us. Yeah, they can. Lavia, I'll give a bit of grace to. I think Lavia we kind of messed about a little bit, but yeah, Caicedo rejected us, so I hope he enjoys 6th or wherever they are. Curtis Jones just kicked the ball into the referee's face. Did anyone see that? So what's left for Liv? Is there any other trophy left for them? When does the Community Shield happen? When the Community Shield happens, I don't know. For this season, Sonny, this is the last trophy, because we're not in the Champions League anymore. But yeah, Community Shield will be one. It's not a real trophy, the Community Shield, but it's a friendly kind of trophy. If you ask Arsenal, it's a real trophy, but to us, it's not a real trophy. But yeah, Community Shield before the league starts will be another bit of silverware. Sometimes during pre-season, they play these like pre-season tournaments in Asia and other continents, and sometimes there's a little trophy to go along with those. Snus's next message, which literally says MFers. So you've spelt it differently, so then it's also blocked that one as well. Because you spelt it differently this time. So let me click. So it says, held a message for reason bullying. Allow will post it to the chat. So I'll definitely going to allow that. Yeah. It's because you... So MFers, it interprets as a different word to the one you said last time. It thinks you're bullying me. Yeah, because of MFers. Yeah, it's the automod thing. If I see it, then I'll let it in. Yeah, Derwood loves it. Yeah, we all kind of love it here. Man, Yusha says glory 17th place. Glory indeed, 17th place. Got that message now too. Do you want to? So it sent you like a. Are you sure you want to send this? This is bullying and this is very bad. Are you sure you want to send it? And you're like, yes. But it is what it is. I'm bullying them apparently. Yeah. Apparently you're bullying Chelsea. The Twitch filter is kicking in. But yeah, when I see it, I just click allow. I don't really get. Nunez is coming on. Good for him. I mean, this might be a game where Nunez can perhaps get a goal. Spurs play kind of very, very high line, so maybe he can get in behind and score something. Elliot M says hello and then says an even longer hello, and then sends like a shorter hello. Hello. Hope you're good. Snus says I know, right? Oh, yeah, right. They sent me that too. Are you sure you want to send it? And you were like, yes. So on like my chat thing, it came through as this message is bullying. Do you want to allow it? And I was like, yes, of course. Elliot says hello for the 4th time. We're gonna win the league, says Elliot. Yes. I've changed it. I've changed the score there, Elliot, to champions. Normally it says Liverpool, but once we went like 2-1 up, then I changed it to champions. Pretty. We're battering them. Like I thought we'd beat them 3-0. I didn't expect this much of a battering, but I'll take it. Sunny says, so let's be honest. So now that they have won, what position would you like for replacement? And so who next year? So basically, what positions would I look to strengthen next year? Because Man City are going to strengthen spending the money. Yeah, I'll probably create like a separate stream for it. During the summer when there's no games on, maybe we can all discuss it then. But in terms of just giving you like a high level overview now, I'd want like a left back, a centre back, a defensive midfielder, a central striker, and if Trent goes, then we're going to need a right back as well. Elliot says, let's go, bro. Yeah, let's go. Man, the people in the houses like right next to the stadium, they're not going to get any sleep. Yeah, because the stadium is literally like plonked right bang in the middle of like normal people's houses. So they ain't going to get any sleep tonight. Might as well take the day off work or school tomorrow, whatever they have. Salah's through here. Salah outside of the foot, cleared. Yes, I am bullying Caicedo for having a death contract and a millionaire. Poor Moises. Cry me a river. Yeah. It's just the auto moderator. I've had that on YouTube sometimes where I post a comment and it's like, this comment could be bullying. Are you sure you want to post it? And I'm like, yes. Yes, because it's funny. I mean, who cares if it's bullying? It's kind of funny. So yeah, it's I mean, I understand that they're trying to make the systems a bit of a nicer experience, but of course sometimes the systems are not very smart, shall we say. Anfield's absolutely packed. Everyone's standing up. I don't think there's gonna be I don't think there's gonna be Curtis Jones. Ah. There's not gonna be a trophy lift today, is there? This is gonna be Crystal Palace game, I heard. I think anyway. I think it's the Crystal Palace game. Yes, why did I click enter? Yeah. To be honest, anything like I'll tend to allow most things. Ball's gone to Endo to Salah. Goes back to Elliot. Curtis Jones back to Konate. Elliot shows. Can you show us the match, please? I could, but if I did, they'd ban my account. So unfortunately, you'll have to stare at my amazing good looks instead. You're in the car. Hope you're not driving. I presume you're in the passenger side. Someone who is driving is Salah's driving through the box here. Every time Salah loses the ball, he just ends up laughing. Sonny asks, how many league titles would Liverpool have with this? Are they first or Man United? So with this, it would be 20, and Man United also have 20. So in terms of league titles, it would be equal. But Liverpool have more European Cups, aka Champions League. So when Liverpool win this in about 5 minutes, Liverpool will be the most successful club in England. And even Gary Neville and even a lot of the kind of Man United legends today were saying, yeah, when Liverpool win this, Liverpool are now bigger than Man United. I would have made the argument beforehand, but now there can be no denying it, right? Indeed, they can't talk to us now. I'm sure they'll make. I'm sure they'll come up with some sort of excuse or I don't know, some sort of nonsense to kind of make themselves feel better. But yeah, they can make up whatever conspiracy theories they want. But is this Nunes? Nunes is through. 1-on-1. Don't fuck it up. He fucked it up. Oh my god. Elliot's trying to save it. Elliot, come on, Elliot. Smack it. Ah. Fucking Darwin, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know if you guys saw that, but like, Darwin had a 1-on-1. Easy 1-on-1. That was your chance, Darwin. And you're on the left as well, so it's perfect for your right foot. But instead of taking a shot, he tried to pass it to Salah, and then because he can't pass, he passed it too hard, and then the opportunity went. I'm not gonna miss this nonsense next season. Like there's having a brain, and then there's not having a brain, and that's the latter. Elliot says Mo Salah running down the wing. Salah la Egyptian king, indeed. We just had the Uruguayan king running down the wing and doing F all. 20 times, double the Champions League, double the Champions League, yeah. Well, that's the thing now. Now they can't really dispute that. How many English teams have won the Champions League? Liverpool, Man United, City and Chelsea are their headers. I think that's it. I mean, but to be fair, it depends whether you class the old European Cup as Champions League. So what is the Champions League now? It used to be the European Cup back in the day. And Aston Villa have got a European Cup, and Nottingham Forest got a European Cup. So it depends what you class as Champions League. Personally, I would include that. I would, even though like the competition format has changed and the name has changed, I would include Villa and Forest. What do you expect? It's Nunes. I'll be honest. He was through. I expected something. He was through 1-on-1, and he was on the left as well. So it's an easy finish with the effing right foot. But got excited for no reason. Leicester. It was Champions Leagues, right? UCL that Sonny asked. Yeah, I was trying to think, did Leicester win the Champions? Nah. But yeah, Nottingham Forest, yeah. Nottingham Forest. Darwin again. I got excited again. And he did absolutely nothing again. Oh, God. So we're winning the league unless the Spurs score 5 goals in 2 minutes. Why is Ange shaking Slot's hand now? There's 2 minutes left. Forgot Leicester. Yeah. Crossed in. Yeah, it was Champions Leagues, yeah. Champions Leagues. Sonny asks, Darwin Nunes, what amount was paid for him, and would he be missed if gone to any rival team? About like 64 million officially. About 64 million. There were some add-ons. On top of that, but I don't think he's really activated those add-ons. Elliot's giving Richarlison a bit of grief there. Oh, Elliot just shoved Richarlison. Just shoved him. And then he did like 3-0 or something. But I'm like, it's not 3-0. What was he doing there? Richarlison started it. Richarlison started that, and Elliot just gave it back to him. So good for Elliot. Slot knows it's over. Yeah, Ange knows it's over as well, mate. Yeah, basically. Yeah. And said, screw this. I'm out. It's good knowing you. Yeah. Curtis Jones takes a lob from the halfway line. Durwood says a Palace versus City in the FA Cup final. Well, we will be Palace fans on that day, I'm sure. I love Elliot. Yeah, Elliot's. I think everyone kind of loves Elliot. Full time, guys. I've seen Slot is celebrating. Players are celebrating. Fucking hell. Now they go to an advert. I wanted to see the celebrations. Oh, come on. They were just showing all the celebrations there, like Slot, who doesn't smile much, which again is fine, but like he was happy, he was smiling. The Sipke Hulshoff jumping up and down, smiling. Gravenberch jumping up and down, smiling. Van Dijk was running over to the Kop, and then they cut it to go to an ad. Shiv Twaven says, champions, yeah. Let's go indeed. They were just showing the celebrations, and then they cut to an ad break. Okay, they're showing the celebrations again now. Salah hugging Slot. Shiv's at work and says I can't watch. That's okay. We'll keep you updated. he says bulle. Hopefully Slot starts pulling out some Bangra moves. Starts raising the roofs. Fingers crossed. I'll keep you updated if he does that. I'm kind of in disbelief. No, I don't know if disbelief's the right word, but it's one of those things that it's one of those things that hasn't quite sunk in yet. Sonny says, congratulations, Liverpool. And off I go to AFTV to know who was against them now. Yeah. They're going to blame you, Sonny. They're going to say it was Sonny Hajawari's fault. Because it's the ref's fault. It's Ryan Babel in 2008. It's Durwood's fault. It's Nuss's fault. It's Shiv's fault. They just keep going to the ads, man. I want to see the celebrations. So we've been waiting for the celebrations, and they've already shown like 2 ad breaks during the celebrations. But what can you do? Celebratory beverage of water. That's a good question, Shiv. That's actually a very good question. I don't know because they've switched to adverts. Like as soon as the match finished, they switched to adverts. They're showing me some sort of pizza advert at the moment. But once these adverts finish, I'll let you know. But yeah, that's a good point actually. Is Trent celebrating? Sonny, you are a disgrace. You're a disgrace. I hope you get relegated like Mope. Salah and Becker are getting emotional. Yeah, he's celebrating. Oh, your feed has surpassed mine now. You know how I was saying I was getting the better feed earlier? Now yours is better. They're just showing me Harry Kane. They're just showing me Harry Kane goals, man. Show me the game. Okay, now I can see it again. Yeah, Kanate's dancing. Van Dijk's dancing. Darwin's dancing. I don't know why, but hey ho, it's not the time for that. Shiv says, I'm so happy for Mo and Ali. Yeah, Gravenberch is loving it as well. Yes, Trent is celebrating as well. Yeah. JN says 3-0 Flamengo 1981. Brazil. Was that a Liverpool versus Flamengo game 1981? Yeah. Salah dancing. Simicast is holding up like a fake like paper trophy. Slot just looks absolutely jubilant. I've never seen him so happy, but fair point. Salah taking selfies with the fans. There's just like all the like flares have gone off in the stadium. The stadiums looking like pretty smoky from all the flares going off. I don't know what that means, but the answer is probably no to that, JN. Shiv says champions. Yes, champions. That's why the score at the top says champions 5, Tottenham 1. For all the remaining watch-alongs now that we're going to do for the remainder of the year, it's not going to say Liverpool at the top. It's gonna say champions. The biggest club in England, says Shiv. Yeah, it can't really be doubted now, can it? Same amount of league titles as Man United, but double the Champions Leagues. Now they have no excuse. Now there's no talking point that they can use to pretend that they're the biggest. Clearly, and even if this was reversed and it was Man United, I'd say yeah, they're bigger than us now. They're more successful than us. Sonny asks, "Where's Arne Slot? You beautiful, bold manager." He did continue. Yeah, that's a good point as well. He did continue the legacy. He's won the Premier League in his first season with no transfers. But let me just snooze that. he joins like a very elite group of managers who have won the Premier League in their first season. All these things are gonna sink in now. All these things are gonna kind of sink in over the next few days. But yeah, everyone looks pretty happy. JN's in Rio de Janeiro. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice city. I love that they're getting the ball boys involved in the celebration. Yeah, that's one thing I like about. That's one thing I like about this club. It's not just about the players. It's about kind of all the staff. It's about kind of everyone. They treat everyone kind of relatively, kind of equally. Um, don't know what that means, Jan. He's the first Dutch manager to win it. I think he could be, you know. There was Gus Hiddink, but I think Gus Hiddink won an FA Cup. I'm not sure he won the league, but yeah, Van Dijk's definitely the first Dutch captain. Shiv says I think Trent is staying, but I hope so. Trent looks quite emotional. I can't lie. I don't know if that's a good thing or if that's a bad thing, but he looks quite emotional. I wouldn't quite say he's got tears in his eyes, but he's kind of halfway there, kind of thing. Yeah, fair play. Well, I hope he stays. Why would you want to leave this, right? Surely one trophy with your own, not that it's one trophy, but surely a trophy with your own team means more than multiple trophies with another team where you're just another thing. I don't know why you'd leave this, to be honest. That's crazy, man. Winning the league in your first season. The camera's just zoomed in. Camera just zoomed in on Trent. Trent is not singing "You Never Walk Alone." By the way, just I don't want to make anyone paranoid, but they're doing the thing, you know, where they're like all locked in via shoulders and singing at the cup. Trent ain't singing nothing. Just and I don't want to read too much into that, but Trent looks a bit bemused, if I'm honest. Yeah. This feels sweeter than the last one, says Bale Bale Shiv. Yeah, it does. The last one kind of felt like it didn't happen in some ways because there were kind of no fans around, and because of the whole kind of virus and so forth. The last one didn't really sink in. It because there was also the talk about the league being cancelled, and then it didn't get cancelled, and then the whole thing was just a bit anxious. But yeah, this feels like we're gonna see proper celebrations for this one, I think. Sunny has said there, Arne Slot is the first Dutch to manage, and he also joins the esteemed list such as Jose. Is that Pellegrini the second one? Ancelotti and Conte to win in his debut season. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, this one definitely feels different, shall we say? It still hasn't sunk in yet. These things I find don't really sink in until like a few days later, kind of thing. Yeah, the players all look kind of super happy. Slot's got a shirt on now. Slot's kind of dancing as well. He looks quite good. He looks quite good in the. Looks quite good in the shirt, to be honest. Shiv's asking, are the owners there as well? They need to backslot now. They are. They are. They haven't shown them on the TV yet, but I saw online earlier. John Henry was coming out of a taxi, and Linda, is it Pelizzuti or something? She was coming out as well. So the owners are there. And yeah, they do. They do need to kind of back this manager now. He's won them a trophy after spending nothing. So give the guy something. You know what I mean? Durwood says, "I'm happy. I can celebrate with my new family." Oh, that's nice. 100%, 100%. More people to celebrate with. If it wasn't for you guys, I'd just be sitting in the other room watching it by myself on the TV. So it's always nice to celebrate with more people. Maybe we're good luck. Maybe us watching this together is a good luck thing. It means we're gonna have to carry on doing it then. Shiv says, "Hell yeah, hell yeah." Yeah, they're just kind of replaying the goals now. Shiv is Darwin's there. He's part of the celebration. Take care, Sonny. Thank you for joining. Yeah, hope you have a nice rest of the weekend. Darwin, yeah, Darwin is there. I don't know how much of the of the game you saw. You mentioned you're at work, but yeah, Darwin missed quite a few chances. Yeah, Darwin's celebrating. Darwin's blowing kisses to the crowd. It's in the main stand, so it's probably someone in his family. Yeah, Slot looks good in the shirt, man. He's got like a white shirt on underneath, and he's got like the shirt on top. Like it kind of suits him. 100%. Shiv says thanks for the updates, mate. Appreciate. No worries. Hope you have a nice day at work. Hope there's a lot of balle happening at work. But yeah, hope you have a nice day. Take care. What the Celtic says, I made it back. Oh, nice. You back. You came back at the right time. You're back for the celebration. Slot's wearing the Liverpool shirt on top of like his smart shirt, and I'm like, that's a really good look for him. Yeah, the Liverpool shirt looks good on Slot. Michael Edwards is there. Michael Edwards is there. Um, who's the other bloke? Billy Hogan, I think. Michael Edwards has kind of not so much been hiding, but we haven't really seen much of him since he got into his new position. Um, but yeah, not Michael Owens. Sorry, Michael Edwards is there on the touchline. The ultimate, you'll never walk alone with Celtic as well. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Celtic do sing that song as well. There's no trophy today, is there? The trophy's gonna happen. The trophy, I believe, is gonna happen. I believe is gonna happen on another day. I'm just gonna search on Twitter. I don't go on Twitter too much. People are gonna be crying about it, but I'm like, you cry about it all you want. It doesn't make it. You crying about it just makes us even happier. I'm just googling a trophy lift. Yeah, there's no trophy lift today. I think it will be on the last day of the season. Yeah, lots of jumping up and down. They're just replaying the goals. So I guess to sum up the celebration, because we could be here all day. I don't want to keep everyone here all day. Lots of dancing. Everyone looks happy. Slot looks really good in a Liverpool shirt. Kwanzaa celebrating. Endo celebrating. Chiesa celebrating. So that's nice to see. Nice to see that as well. Trent looked a bit emotional, but I'm sure we'll hear news about Trent soon. Durwood said that Endo is just standing there taking it all in. Yeah, it must be amazing, right? He was like what 30, 31, thinking that you were getting towards the end of your playing career. You're playing for Stuttgart in Germany, and then getting a move to Liverpool, and a year later winning the league. Super happy for him. Endo is a Premier League winner. So Boslai's hanging off the goal there. Como says, "You never walk alone." Bang Dari, Indonesia. Well, I know the first part, so I'll go with that. You'll never walk alone, indeed. Yeah, Liverpool fans. Indonesian Liverpool fans, very, very passionate. That's what I'm thinking as well, Durwood. Trent can go. We can do it without him. Yeah, we've barely even had him this year, to be honest, and we've been fine. So like, in an ideal world, yeah, maybe we'd keep him. But like, if he doesn't want to stay, then yeah, he can go. He can go. We can get someone else in, and we can do this again next year. Trent can enjoy abusing referees with Rudiger and his Real Madrid friends. Darwin is chasing Salah, but thankfully it was in a jovial kind of connotation. Como says, Indonesia full, you'll never walk alone. Yeah, very, very passionate fans. Very passionate fans in Indonesia. Which is great, which is fantastic to see. I sometimes get like Indonesia fans like adding like on like Instagram and that sort of things, and like when you see their pictures, like every single picture is in a Liverpool shirt, and every single picture is in a different Liverpool shirt. It's like, wow. And like the bed covers are like also Liverpool, and it's like that is commitment right there. I'm like, fair play. I've got a few shirts, but I don't have Liverpool bed covers, so I'm like, yeah, you got to respect that. I think with him not saying anything just makes us not care anymore. We've got Virgil and Salah. Yeah, that's kind of how I've started to kind of feel about it. I think by not saying anything, in a way, you're kind of treating the fans a bit kind of disrespectfully. I think you're kind of making idiots of the fans. Like Salah has said all year long, I want to stay, I want to stay, I want to stay. And Van Dijk also said, I want to stay, I want to stay, I want to stay. Now, if Trent didn't want to stay, just say something. Look, you've had a fantastic time. You want to move on. Give the fans that closure. But he's just taken the coward's route out to a certain degree. His excuse in interviews is always, "Oh, I don't want my contract situation to play out." But by not saying anything, it is playing out. And the funniest thing is with Trent, like, we've known more about his contract situation with Real Madrid. Like, we've known more about your contract situation, Trent, than we have about Salah. So you're saying you don't want it to play out, but yours is playing out. The others are not. This is an interview with Slot here. Como asks, where are you from? I'm from England, from the UK, United Kingdom. So just a few miles away from Indonesia, just slightly. What the Celtic asks, have you seen the Darwin edit? Not yet. I've been here. I've been sitting here for the past 120 minutes almost. But I will have a look. I'll have a look tonight. Slot was just doing an interview, and I think Robertson came and sprayed him with the champagne. Slot's probably thinking, yeah, I'm definitely selling you now. I'm definitely getting Kirkes now. It's nice to see. It's nice to see that the fans are not raiding the pitch. You know what I mean? Like, they're keeping it respectful. Like, this is about the players. This is about, you could even say, about the ownership. It's about the management. I'm glad the fans are kind of staying in the crowd and leaving the pitch to the people that need to be there. Because then that's allowing kind of Slot to do an interview. It's allowing the players to kind of safely celebrate. Because you perhaps can't really safely celebrate when there's 50,000 fans on the pitch. So yeah, no, the fans are behaving very well. They're all still in the crowd. Como asks, you didn't watch it live. How much is the ticket there? I would love to watch it live, but even if you pay, you can't get a ticket. It's a bit complicated, but they only have so many tickets that they can sell. So it's very hard to get a ticket. Like, to go to this game, it would have cost me like thousands of pounds, and like, I've been to football matches, but if I'm spending thousands of pounds, that would be to go on holiday. Like, I would not spend that much on 90 minutes kind of thing. So yeah, it can be expensive. What the Celtic says, he could sell Robbo to Celtic. Yes, Robertson used to play for Celtic, didn't he, back in the day? I swear, did he go Celtic, Hull, then Liverpool? But yeah, he could definitely go back there. He was doing the Arne Slot song, but it sounded like he was saying the club name. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. I'll have to watch that back. It's currently on mute, but yeah, I'll have to. I'll definitely watch this back later. Yeah, John Henry's on the pitch as well now. Linda, is it Paluzzi? Linda Pluti, she's there as well. Salah's there as well. Everyone's wearing the shirts back to front, because on the back they've got the Champions 24-25 thing. Como says, thank you, sir. I'll take my leave because it's 1 a.m. here. Wow, super late. Keep spirit. No worries, Como. Take care. Hope you have a nice Monday, because it's Monday for you now. But yeah, thank you for joining. Appreciate it. What the Celtic says, he played at youth level for played at youth level for Celtic. Nice. I mean, he could go back there. To be fair, we do kind of sometimes see players go back at the end of their career, so he could certainly go back there. Baraslama says, "Hey, hello, Baraslama. How are you? Salah or Gerrard? Gerrard for me. That's not a slight on Salah, but I feel like Gerrard played in a worse team. Gerrard had a tendency to kind of drag the team to kind of victories on his own. Gerrard was quite often playing with the Igor Biscans and the Jimmy Traores of the world, which Darwin's about to throw wine on Salah, and Salah saying, "Nah, don't do it. Nah, don't do it." And then Darwin did it anyway, and then Salah's like, "Bro." Ryan says not even close. Would you go as in for Gerrard or for Salah? Be fair. Come on. No, 100%. And again, me picking Gerrard isn't necessarily a slight on Salah. Salah is phenomenal as well, but Gerrard had a way of kind of carrying the team on his own that I haven't really seen with many other players. If you needed someone to attack, Gerrard would attack. If you needed someone to defend, Gerrard would defend. Heck, in the Champions League final, when we took Steve Finnan off, Gerrard went and played right back. Like, Gerrard could fill in wherever you needed and would give you like an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Yeah, and I think Ryan knows what I mean there. The way Gerrard carried that Liverpool team is unmatched, yeah. I've never seen anything like that. Like, in a weird way, sometimes by like having Gerrard on the pitch, you felt like you didn't have 11 players. You felt like you had like 14 players because he would do like so much on the pitch, especially in his prime. Amazing player. Yeah. Gerrard for me, but I don't mean that. I don't mean that as a slight on Salah. Okay, I see what you mean there, Baraslama. You're saying what Salah did in his life is very difficult. Yeah, the kind of sacrifices he had to make kind of early in his life, 100%. I think he spent 4 hours going back and forth to a football pitch to train. So yeah, all of that stuff, I think is important. But me keeping it purely at a Liverpool thing, in my lifetime at least, I didn't see Kenny Dalglish, so he's not really my lifetime. But in my lifetime, probably Gerrard 1, Salah 2. But Salah being in position 2 is not a bad thing because there's a gazillion people below him. Yeah. I love Gerrard. Yeah, Gerrard's number 1 for me. Derwood says, "What a weekend! Barcelona win and Liverpool take the league." Yeah, really, really good weekend actually. Yeah, we haven't had this good a weekend in a while, but yeah, we pretty much got all the results that we wanted. Trent celebrating now. Ryan says, "I love Mo Salah, but Gerrard is number 1." Yeah, I agree with you, Ryan. Love Mo Salah. I'd perhaps put him in position 2 maybe, but yeah, Gerrard is number 1. So Baraslama says that they grew up in an Egyptian village. Okay, fair point. So you might have like a better understanding of the sacrifices that kind of Salah had to make early in his career. I wonder if it's similar for the other Egyptian players like Omar Mamouche, Al Neni, Ahmed Mido Hassam back in the day, or if it's like specifically just the Salah thing. What the Celtic says, how do you do the black and yellow text on the screen? It's extremely complicated. Extremely complicated to do. Um, you have to basically install this other app, and then you've got to link it to all the different channels, and then you've got to link it in OBS, and then sometimes it doesn't work, and then you got to refresh it. But the app is called Social Ninja, Stream Ninja. So if you Google that, there might be some tutorials. That's why I'm very. That's why I'm very biased. Well, at least you're honest. At least you're honest, Baraslama. And as I said, like Salah's in position 2, but position 2 out of 1,000 is still pretty amazing. I think you're right, Durwood. I was thinking about this morning. Like, I think he's gonna wait for the title to be won, and then wait for things to perhaps. He's also not gonna want to perhaps put too much shade on the title win, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, when like you announce, I don't know, you announce you're engaged at somebody else's wedding. He probably doesn't want to do that sort of thing. But I think soon we will hear an announcement. It's just, what is the time period? Is it a day? Is it 3 days? If the trophy lift is at Crystal Palace, it will probably be before then. But yeah, I think we'll get a bit of concrete news now. Because there's perhaps no reason to kind of hold it back. And Ryan said something very similar there. I think he'll wait a couple of days and then announce it. Yeah, you're probably right. So we'll be looking at this week then, when I'm on holiday. that would be great news. But yeah, maybe at the end of the week or something. Yeah, I think we'll enjoy the celebration, enjoy the win. Yeah, then he'll probably make the announcement to try and kind of sneak out the back door to a certain degree. Again, I don't know. Again, I'm watching the celebration, and like, I don't know why you'd want to leave this, to be honest. Darwin's celebrating as well. Darwin's loving it. Yeah, I don't know why. Why would you want to leave this to kind of sit on the bench with Rudiger abusing the referees? Like, I find referees as annoying as most people, but throwing stuff at them is a bit much. Richard Hughes is on the pitch as well with a lot of hair gel. Standing next to Arne Slot, who's using absolutely no hair gel. Durwood says if he stays, he will announce it this week. If not, he will wait till after the trophy. That's probably quite good logic. That's probably quite good logic, I think. Yeah. If you're kind of staying around, kind of announce it this week. But yeah, if he's leaving, he's probably gonna wait for everything to kind of die down, and then kind of announce it. Then I think, probably makes the most sense. Because I think he's gonna want to kind of leave it as late as possible, if you know what I mean. Because the later you lose it, the later you leave it, the easier it is to kind of sneak out the back door. 100%. I've got Mr. Teshk here. Mr. Teshk says, "You never walk alone. You'll never walk alone." Indeed. Good to see another Liverpool fan here, and thank you for the raid as well. That's the first time that's happened to me, so I appreciate that very much. Thank you for that. They're just replaying the goals. Joe Gomez is quite introverted, isn't he? So Joe Gomez is quite introverted, so typically he doesn't like celebrating. And now all the players are like pushing Joe Gomez to the cup to make him go celebrate. And Joe's kind of walking there like with his head down and kind of clapping. I do like Joe Gomez. I do have a bit of a soft spot for Joe Gomez. Yeah, even then, like he ran up to the cop and he kind of clapped a little bit and then he came back. Ryan is saying, I hope Trent stays. Yeah, I'd love to kind of see Trent stay as well. I think, at Madrid, like I don't know if it's like an age thing, but I think at Madrid he's not gonna get kind of the same sort of love that he gets at Liverpool. And I think equally at Liverpool, if he makes a mistake, we'll forgive him. If he makes a second mistake, we'll forgive him. If he, you know, if he loses his defender at the back post, no problem. If he lets a goal in, no problem. But I don't think the Madrid fans will do that, to be honest. I think at Madrid, if he makes a mistake or he screws up, I think they'll be on him. And I'm not sure he's got kind of the mental strength to necessarily cope with that. So yeah, let's hope he kind of stays around. Yeah, you're right, Ryan. At Madrid, they're going to turn on him quick. That club isn't like this club. This club will always kind of back your own players. Like even like Darwin Núñez is still getting bloody cheered. You know, the same Darwin Núñez who can't hit a barn door from about 3 yards. He's still getting cheered. He's still getting the Núñez. He's still getting that every single day, which just shows the kind of level of support that kind of this club offers. But at Madrid, it's like, mate, if you mess up once, okay, no problem. But as soon as you mess up the second time, they're going to be on you. Just look at kind of how they kind of abuse the refs there. Look at what happened at the Clásico last night. It's not good. I part of me is curious to see how he would do there, but more from the mental side, I'd say, rather than the on the pitch side. Because it's a yeah, and you said kind of exactly there, Ryan. For me, it's a toxic club. It's a successful club. It's the most successful club of all time, but successful doesn't necessarily mean best. And I'm sure it's like that for most people. Like quite often, you can take jobs that pay more money, but it's like I've sometimes had like other jobs that kind of pay more money, and I'm like, people here are dickheads. I don't want to work with these. I'd rather like have less money and go work with nicer people. Yeah, it's the culture of Spain and the whole kind of the newspapers are kind of part of that culture as well, and also with that Marca newspaper, which I think Real Madrid own. It's just a toxic combination, isn't it? If I'm honest, like if you kind of said to me what do you think would happen, I think he will go. I think he will go, and I think eventually he'll end up on the bench. And then maybe a year later, maybe 2 years later, I think he'll end up at like Newcastle or Aston Villa, something like that. A bit like the Coutinho journey to a certain degree. But yeah, I don't see it going too well. Okay, players just heading back into the tunnel now. Cameras following them into the tunnel, which is interesting. I presume the cameras are not going to the dressing room because they're not allowed there. Yeah, they didn't. What's Trent doing? Trent's like pointing at his shirt which says champions, and then he's like, what? He's saying, I can literally lip read saying, what? 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 What does that mean? Are we reading too much into this? We are potentially reading too much into this. Ryan says, I miss Coutinho. I can't lie. I may have watched a Coutinho highlight video yesterday. I do miss his kind of cut inside and smack it top corner thing. I know people used to make fun of him because of that move, but it was an amazing move, and it was super effective. Yeah. Some of his goals, because he scored like so many amazing goals, they just you kind of become a bit desensitized to it, I think, because he scored so many amazing goals so often. But kind of rewatching it now, it's like, yeah, we were lucky. We were lucky to kind of witness some of those goals. But yeah, we got 140 million for him, and I guess if we didn't sell him, we wouldn't get Alisson and we wouldn't get Van Dijk. So we lost something, but we gained a lot as well, I think. But yeah, onwards and upwards, I think. Cool. So I think the celebrations are pretty much over, guys. Pretty much. Slot's taken his Liverpool shirt off, which means I'm going to take my Liverpool shirt off. Don't worry, not on camera later. So yeah, I think that's about it. I think that's about it for today. So thanks for joining, guys. We won the league, which is the most important thing. I'll probably be back on. I'll be back on Tuesday for Arsenal Barcelona, and then Wednesday to Friday I'm actually on holiday, so I'm not here. But I'll be back on. I'll be back on Sunday for the Liverpool Chelsea game. So yeah, next game's gonna be Arsenal Barcelona. Then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday I'm not here. I'm abroad. But yeah, I'll be back. Be back on Sunday. Pixel saying, "Where's the champagne?" Is this the champagne that Darwin was pouring on Salah's head? And Salah's like, "Don't do that, don't do that." And Darwin's like, "Okay, I won't do it." And then as soon as Salah turned around, Darwin just poured it on his head. Darwin's gonna get slated for that. But yeah, no champagne today. Purely H2O. But yeah. Good win, guys. Good win. As I said, I'll be back on Tuesday. I might play some Oblivion tomorrow just to keep Jeff here happy because I need to catch up. he's getting a bit too far ahead at the moment. So yeah, probably some Oblivion tomorrow on the gaming channel, and then Arsenal versus Barcelona on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. As I said, I'm on holiday, but Liverpool game on Sunday. So yeah. Cool. Thanks for keeping me company, guys. Appreciate it as always. And yeah, I will see you guys on Tuesday. Fantastic. Take care, guys. Cheers.